to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Trojans ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Jackson. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
But how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Here's Sayin to throw. Got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Back to throw, it's Mayaba. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
They punted away on 4th down. Here's the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Sayin. Taken in by Smith on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Say it. Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. How in the world did he miss that? They marched 79 yards on the drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
To the air, it's Mayava. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think for the quarterback.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And so far early in this game, and you've got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
The short hands, it's Jordan.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good. Still down by 6.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running to the left. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the lone running back. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Looking left. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And I just think he put too much zip on the ball. I mean, he threw that thing hard, but led him a little bit too much, and the receiver really didn't have a chance to make a play.
The Trojans will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense.
Runs through a man. He might have some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sanchez. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 4 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's BYU sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Under fire. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Release to the back. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Running inside. It's Jordan. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On the direct snap, it's Jordan. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll try the counter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Makes the grab. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Throwing, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They take the lead here in the second half.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's got it for the two-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pocket breaking down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Bust through behind his pad. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ohio State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The run inside. It's Jordan. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The short hands, it's Anderson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Mayava. Caught by Williams on the left. Touchdown, Trojans! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Parker. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Here's Sayin to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hauls it in. Ripping through the defense. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to... And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Moving away from pressure. Hit as he throws. On target to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That's a big-time blow, man. Once you get that under that 3-minute mark and you're down by multiple possessions and you've got to put something together, the last thing you can do is turn it over because that clock is not your friend.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Never seems to take the big hit, finds enough room to get to the 29.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Throws to the tight end. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The give as they work on that clock. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Sayed. Got out of trouble and throws. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop it behind the line on fourth down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Trying to get rid of it.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Right back to it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can...
Oh, misjudges it. They got him in the end zone for a safety. Just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.